people, welcome back to The Fix. It's your boy Nara here with Ari, and we have a highly melanated guest in the building. But before we get to that, big ups to our sponsors, Itopia Life, located at 10A West Kings House Road, the finest medical marijuana dispensary around. Yes, I said it. Alright, cultivating flower and culture. This video is also brought to you by
Lothian's Boutique. Follow them on Instagram at Lothian's Boutique. You can also check them out in Portmore, 23 West Trade Way. That's 23 West Trade Way in Portmore. Guys, follow them and use my code Ariane10. That's ARIANNE 10 for 10% off your next bundle purchase. Guys, I don't have you my hair, but trust me, when I come back with my hair, you're gonna love it. But shout out to Lothians.
This video is also brought to you by Sharp Cut Barbers for the sharpest of cuts. Shing. Link Sharp Cut Barbers located at 9 Branstraff Square. Steve, big up your damn self. As I say, we have a highly melanated guest in the building. You see me? Somebody who we've been meaning to talk to for some time now. Somebody who grab your attention like, come here, sir. You see me? Yeah. Talking about Yeza in the building.
Rebel up,
right?
All right, which one for look?
This one. I think this one is your camera.
All
All right, mad. Rebel up to the people. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Oh, go on.
You know, I remember this song. I'm trying to remember because you know that famous line that was used by Nara's friend. Is it because I'm black? And then your song. So I was wondering if
That thought did cross my mind too.
I'm trying to remember the timeline of when things happened.
When that did happen again?
The
end of 2018.
Yeah, and then this is January.
It's etched in my memory.
End of 2018. Hold on, I think I did write the song in December of
2018. See there?
But I don't.
A song that was inspired by that moment. Right.
No.
You felt that though, like
probably
you agreed with her,
energy or
didn't you?
something, but yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, I mean, the song is such a song of like black consciousness and black empowerment. And I remember when we featured the song, it was like, yeah, this is a real song for black women, you know? So was that the thought that you wanted to write sort of like an anthem for us black queens?
Definitely an anthem. What I would say is like just me and what I want to put forth in the whole industry, and not just the industry but the culture. I really feel like that song kind of just hit the nail on the head, because I feel like I just had to do something where I go speak on a level where people can probably rock to something, make them feel like them even under a trance if you realize that it's a dub vibes, and still can maintain and soak up some vibes and some energy were really important. So I feel like that song was, you know.
I definitely got that from the music video too, like that whole trance like state and all just focus playing the light and everything.
Just absorb it.
It's such a good song to perform, no?
Yeah.
Because even listening to it, it feels as if it's I feel it feels anthemic. Because you just hear the music playing.
Yeah.
So, and it's translates of yes, I'm black. So so I guess if it's not clear, it's a very good song.
Thank you.
So was it one of the I guess launching pad for you to be ambassador for iChild? I was reading that the iChild organization from UK. Was that how that connection was made? Or
oh, actually no. So it's two different happenings, but the is it because I'm black, really the inspiration, for clarify what Nara saying, the inspiration really just come from a place where me and Rory in the studio, it was Black History Month, and I think we were reflecting on Garvey's birthday and the fact that a beer madness did go on and all of them something there, and I started to just pen my feelings about the whole thing, and then I realized, boy, the song actually translate to a time now where it's necessary, because if you see what going on all around the world, it's like people start to really open up themselves, right? Open up themselves to the conversation of like, what does this race thing mean to us in Jamaica right now, or even people all over the world, you know? Yeah, so some deep things.
So how the link with Rory StoneLove come about now?
Well, Rory, actually, I think I did do a performance at Dub School down by Stone's Throw, you know that place there?
Yeah, man.
Stone's Throw that kick up with bag of things, and I did do a performance down there, and I think Rory was like, who's that? And he wanted to work with me and thing, and he linked up the DJ at the time. I think it was Remember him name? Alpha Lion. Link up Alpha Lion and say, yo,
You better
Alpha.
remember his name because that's the club.
Alpha, him change him name and that's why I have an excuse.
Uh-huh.
I think him name something else now. Yeah, so I try to remember that name there. And him say, yo, link up the daughter because I really want to work with her. And that's how it happened.
Yeah. So to get the, I mean, is it like a co-sign from Rory from StoneLove? I mean, StoneLove, big international name. Rory, big DJ from StoneLove. So to work with him and because is it a remix?
Yeah, it's actually a remix. So the
Yeah.
original song is actually very old. And then Samari, I did it. And then I said, all right, we're going to do this again. So it's like a recycle thing. But it's so necessary and powerful that we still went ahead and did it the same way. So to answer your question about Rory StoneLove now, it's not a co-sign to StoneLove.
No, I
se.
know. Well,
Yeah, but it's just an energy where I see where it goes. We're working on a EP. Well, completed the EP and working on a mixtape now. So in like a few months' time, we're gonna roll out with peer content. So I'm just excited about that. Can't wait.
So during this COVID, like you've been actually working.
I've been working.
And how you manage
you know,
that?
See, like she dip on Sunday live and she
Yeah,
been
I
busy.
mean.
She been so busy that this is the third attempt since pre-COVID we are trying, post-COVID we are trying to get up on the show. Busy.
You have been
so
working.
how you maintain the energy to work this during these really crazy, weird times? Was it draining off your creative energy anyways?
Yeah, in some ways it is because like you have to contend with all of these types of energies and performing is so weird now. It's like stop in front of the camera and you're not feeling the vibes and it's like, oh my gosh, somebody just shoot me. You see me? I say, but I mean, I think that it also, I don't know, it's so weird because it takes away from your creativity and it also give it back a little bit because you have your own time more and you can just go in your zone some more, a little bit more. But I think it balances itself. In the end, I can say that I really get out some good things and I'm proud of that.
Nice.
You know? Yeah.
One thing I noticed about you is your image as well. And, you know, separate and apart from the music that speaks to itself, but the imagery, is it a conscious thing on your part? I'm going to give off this imagery of black queen, like blackness and black strength. And
That's what you get when you look at...
yeah, man. Like, when we pre Instagram and all them things there.
Oh, man. Well, honestly...
I don't, because now I don't get regality. I feel like you're just a cool chick. Right now,
Yeah,
that's
we get
the
that
vibe
now. I
that you
don't
get to
know if I true
so-
or we. I don't know. So me tone it down a bit.
I would have said that, I don't know, it's like, for different artists, it's different things. But for me, there's hardly a separation between the music and the art I do and who I am and what I am about. So it's like, it just translates without me even having to think about it or to give it too much thought. So, for example, like my Instagram post and them thing there is just me, you know, and it probably is Blackpink because I'm heavily concerned about those things. I'm very passionate about like just, you know, leaving a mark where that is concerned because I feel like there's still a lot of stuff that's swept under the rug that's not.
So, expound on that because what you mean where that is concerned, what about colorism and there if you find
race relations,
okay.
you know, even black women and the fact that even with the hair thing that happened the other day with a little girl and she was unable to attend the school, something of that sort. I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like because when we're so I would say into the society, programmed into the society, we don't really realize sometimes that there's still a lot of things and conditions that are affecting us. Yeah, on a psychological level, on a subconscious level. And I just really want to know, say, a little girl can look at me and feel like, okay, well, because for example, this is my real hair. I can just plait up my hair and come sit down for an interview. I don't have to put on a wig.
You're so blessed.
Shout out Lotian's Boutique.
Right?
Another thing I get from you, as you say, you just display yourself on Instagram. I see a fun side and I see a sexy side, of course. It would seem like in times past that if you do a certain type of music, then you're not supposed to put forth certain type of imagery.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's a sort of changing of the guard now with the young ladies that we're seeing doing reggae music now.
Reggae
They're not
conscious
afraid for
music,
sure.
yeah.
Sexiness and
Sexuality and
and
embracing
everything.
it.
Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I like that question now. Well,
so me have asked that question. I notice all things about the women. You know what I mean?
well,
Because it's been a conversation that we've been having. Because
Yeah.
I think we asked Leela the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna start by saying that I'm really happy about the state of the music and how it's like everybody are roll out on the same timeline with the same thing. But it's like, for me personally, these are things I've been amidst from ever since. I'm just so glad that everything is coinciding. Is it me? Because now you have, as I said, Leela and other daughter them way kind of up on the same wavelength. For me personally, when I think about it, I feel like say to pre a certain way and to have a certain mindset doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be externally one way. And to me, even the perspective, even the perception of what is good or what is appropriate is relative. It's very relative. So we can break that down to many things. We can break that down to different societies. If you go to China, if you go to Africa, in certain parts where they don't wear clothes, it's just relative. A man not going to be appealed to, not going to be enticed by a woman in Namibia who have on a skirt and a face paint, right? Because that's their custom. So even how we deal with certain things in other world, like, we feel like say it's just the benchmark for everything and everybody's life, and it's not necessarily so. So I feel like say with me know and me know what me know. With that being said, like, I just come here to live. I just come here to express. I just come here to be myself. So if I feel like sexy is a vibes or I want for purport, then so be it. And I don't think anything is wrong with that. People have to just know themselves, know the limits, know said there's a difference between embracing and exploiting. You see me? Them things, they are the things we're supposed to talk about, not the facts that somebody naked.
You think there's a fine line between embracing and exploiting?
There is a fine line.
And how you know you
and I understand. You see, that's why I feel like this sensitive, because I understand that the exploitation of the sexuality.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I really feel like it's the conversation that is what matters. Because at the end of the day, to see somebody and then to just say, well, that is your reason because you want to exploit, you don't really know. You see me? What going in their mind? I feel like we have to have the conversations.
Because, I mean, it goes further that women, it feels as if in this age, in music, well, it's not even them time, because a long time, like 2002, Christina Aguilera, the dirty, and Sheena Chops and bikini, and but most people focus on how she look versus how she sound, which I've always thought that she had have an amazing voice. So you think that women are always going to constantly be judged of what is presented visually versus what they bring to the table with their talent? Do you think that it's unfair too? They'll always be judged harder versus how they look than actually. And it's one of the ways that they actually get attention. So you think that it's difficult for women to really juggle that? Embracing,
it's a difficult
thing.
It's a touchy thing because it's like there's one side where win from it because somebody can wear a bikini today and they never have 10 views on them YouTube and all of a sudden 1,000 views, million views. So
shout out Javi.
them can use it to them advantage, and then you have the side where people can't take it seriously because them feel like, oh, you always a show this, you always a show that. I don't know. I can't say I have figured that one out, but what I can say is, if you're serious about your craft, you're serious about your craft. You see me? Whatever anybody else have to say about your sexuality, or not your sexuality, how you express your femininity. You see me? You're still serious about your craft. You can't make that affect works. Yeah. And that's how I live. Because people say already, oh my gosh, I never listen to the song because Ray and I say, well,
and you have
you have a whole heap of Ray go on feel, just saying. I'm just saying. I can understand.
But then I mean, it's always on the flip side too, because if you are very covered up and you're very let's say prudish, people go kind of be like, oh, you're this, you're that, and they kind of have you as a arm's length and probably don't even want to embrace you. Or he's almost even thinking like you're too good for this and too good in a way for me to even embrace
Probably
or
like
even
it-
know you.
yeah,
So
like it better than people.
Yeah. So it's a very weird thing for women, don't
It's
you think?
weird, man. Because let me tell you something. The woman in the industry right now, I feel like the position we're in, and because the spotlight is on us in so many different ways. Because for example, a male artist can, go up on a stage and him in a t-shirt. It doesn't matter what he's wearing. Like the scrutiny
Right.
are gonna be far less.
Yes.
You see me? But if you are a big artist step on stage, especially if you have like a things, you see me, I go on for probably like say Jada Kingdom then, or one of them artists where them look like some curvy black women. You see me? That's a completely different situation for so many different reasons. You gotta have the scrutiny. Well, this did fall under Yasso, and Love Handles the Deso, and the Batty did. You see me? It's like so many different things to contend with, and then you start about makeup and.
It's hard. It's so hard being a woman, especially in such a visual world.
Yeah, man,
and
camera.
a visual art.
Camera.
It's so difficult.
Yeah.
It is. But I guess you find your way through it. I mean,
do.
you cut through your way, and I guess it's you just kind of becoming. Like it's almost you growing. You're having to force and grow and find yourself within the industry. You think you think that you are finding yourself, or you found yourself?
I'm happy to say that, like, I think in terms of just my personality, in conjunction with the music, I think it's a different thing. I gotta take on, you see me? Probably gotta take on something different when my personality and the music, or the fullness of the music come out. But I'm thankful to say that I feel like I found myself before I got serious about music. And with that being said, it's like, no, I can have a clear outlook on certain things that I'm not going to be doing and certain things where I'll probably rock with. And my advice to all of the women or whoever who want to come into the industry is, I think it's better to kind of have an idea before, because after it's like people will pull in like every corner, you see me, and that can get dangerous.
So usually it's the case that people find themselves in the music, during their path. You seem like, this whole thing, well, your ideology and mindset, it seemed like it was formed before you even take this journey as an artist, like pan-Africanism and
still a growth still but but it kind of have the idea and the framework.
Were you, before you came into it, or even before you took it seriously, like was that a consideration on like how you were gonna do it? Like did you wanted to do something else before you found your footing in the reggae world? Like you were tried several other genres. Like I was just trying to find out like what was your journey like.
Well, I never tried no other genre. I think reggae. I just leaped into reggae. In terms of what I was doing before, I was at university. But the things that I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Really?
You think? So why you change your mind?
Well, it's not really changing. I changed my mind, yes. But it's like, I don't know, like when we really start to look into like even law and what all of them things they entail, it's like I said, what? No, justice is something that seems like it not exists really and truly. When you really start to look into the nitty-gritty of law and then something that like it just start to feel a waste to me. I said, I don't know if I want to take on this again. And
so what you feel like, but you think that you're more effective, or you would be more effective as being an artist and a creative than actually fighting the system and justice?
I think in terms of it's just for me in terms of doing something where you love more.
And you love music more.
Yeah. Far more.
I can't just like Nefertiti, the courtrooms and things.
You can, of course you can.
As a lawyer.
Me no know.
Well, me that changed. Me that break the rules.
So we talk about the relationship with Rory StoneLove, and from that we see her perform Verzuz, After Party and all these things.
Yes.
How much of a good look was that for you?
That was a great look. I mean, like Swiss Beats, Timbaland, literally like they know them eyesight. And them are like, a lot of people, I got so much followers that night, it was crazy.
No.
You see me? And a lot of people still DM me, even message me different places, Facebook. And I say, yo, who are you? People asking Rory, who's that? So I'm glad to see the eyes them there. I know that I don't have much work out, but I'm really excited to get it, you know, on a level where
because I'm like,
people
besides from followers, like what has been the relationship, like people interested in wanting to collaborate, wanting to produce, wanting to you know actually seriously take you on and run it.
Yeah, man, I've been getting some offers, and we're just working in the studio. I don't offer loading right now, but yeah, man, just look out for the mixtape. It's gonna be crazy.
I feel like something big is happening. She's so smiling when she said
Yeah,
that.
whenever she talk about what's too far, I would
She's
like
like,
to
oh my
say,
God,
like,
Because me at work, you know. Because me at work, so I'll smile.
No, we know you've been at work. Like, this is the third, as I said, the third time. We're not stopping about the third time post-COVID. We're trying to get far from the show.
So I mentioned that you're an ambassador for iChild organization.
Yeah,
so
iChild, yeah.
Can you, and what is it? I is two. If you say I twice, if you say I twice.
Yeah, but it's all right. I'm not gonna penalize you.
iChild organization, and that's a UK based. I guess it's a charitable organization.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Like, what's your role as an ambassador? What's the organization about? Like, what you doing?
So iChild is basically to help out the inner city youths them all over the world, but they're actually based in London. And I actually went to London in 2018. We did a promotional tour, and that's how the whole magic happened with them, and just working with them and at their summer school program at the time, teaching some of the kids certain things about like them history, and just also mixing it up with my personality, the aspect of beauty, all of them things that I'm passionate about, and just being able to share those things was amazing. So my role is really just to represent them on that level in Jamaica, right? So whenever they have any programs, whenever them are roll out with any new campaign, then I'll be the face in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they've actually worked in Jamaica?
Yeah, man. I think they've collaborated with the cultural minister on some of the initiatives. Like they have a back to school program in the UK as well. But I think that them link it to some sort of program out here where they give back to some of the communities. So yeah.
Oh, so you're just like, so you do theme songs for them, or is it just you're trying to get the message out there of what they're?
We not really discussed that yet, but I like that idea.
I mean, it should. That's what you should do.
Anything else in terms of the rollout for the project? Like, when you're gonna start actually, start put out and start like a rollout for this project we have planned?
With Rory?
All right, so the rollout will happen soon. I can't give you the date, to be honest. But it's basically we're wrapping up right now. Yeah, we're wrapping up right now and dealing with like just the final things, the paperwork, all of them something there. So visuals, them things there. But COVID COVID put a real blow in on
You can swear if you want to cuss, you can cuss.
Them things that could have started from like we out, like we had the whole year. I say yeah, but I mean,
you haven't found the silver lining with this thing though. Like most people can. It's like it sucks, but you haven't found the acceptance of like maybe it all happened for a reason.
That's what I was
I think she has.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like I just kind of go back to the fact, say, all right, maybe divine timing,
Yes, a big up yourself, thanks for passing
Thank
through.
For having me.
You see me? But I gotta do something special, otherwise people might see, you see me? What do people come for doing in the meantime?
All right, so on all platforms, Yeza _music, that's YEZA_music on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything.
YouTube.
The special something probably I gotta be out before this stuff. So
maybe.
It's a big up shout out. You see me? I'm one of them artists, as we see it, catch your attention, and we wish you nothing but the best. Can't wait for the project drop and all these.
That means a lot. That means a lot.
I know you're officially not a stranger, so
Indeed.
You're welcome anytime.
Mad.
Anytime that we're here at Itop, we're there every day.
Yeah, we're not there.
We're not there. It's a big up.
Big up. Give thanks.
Is it because I'm black?
Some of them can't come on ya. Funny hear them a left peer trauma. Look at them, the African daughter gone like a thief in the night.